Love it. All right. I thought today was a good competitive day. Physical practice. First day in full pads. I thought the guys, 3-day stretch. We had to, here to kick off, fall camp. We got a couple 3-day stretches, and put in a lot of good work. I mean, the last 3 days. I mean, high flyer loads. Very explosive, very fast, and how we've been practicing. The only thing I was a little disappointed with in the middle part of practice, I thought our tempo was not as good as we needed to be. In play, I thought guys were pushing, but I didn't like the in-between play. Just push and tempo, communication, all things that we need to be able to do. Something I think we've done well in the first 5 days, and I thought today was a step back in the middle of practice, but I think we finished up better there at the end. So something we can definitely improve upon. Explosive plays on both sides of the ball. Definitely like the playmaking ability that we have. It's just continuing to enhance the consistency of execution, and and that's on both sides of the ball too. But we've been very aggressive in a 6-day install. Tomorrow will be a little bit less, or I guess whatever day we next practice will be a little bit less. Maybe some formational things, but ultimately it's still about that continued push to execute and build upon the fundamentals and all that we're doing. But good work.
How pleased have you been with some of the veteran guys? Guys have played a lot of football for you. How they feel?
I think it's been good. I mean, you expect that. I know I've kind of hit on that a little bit here. These first, you expect the improvement. You expect guys to go out there and play with confidence. To continue to challenge themselves. I think two guys, for the most part of these first 6 days, but really especially the last 2 days, like Ja'Kai Douglas has had a really good last couple days after a day that was not up to his standard. And I thought Kentron showed up today, had made a couple really big plays. Things I like to see. I mean, you look at the defensive front, the guys that have experience. They're playing like experienced players. I've really been pleased with the linebacking crew of guys that are rolling through. DJ's been Lundy's been limited. Just in things that he could do. So he's been with those reps that have been missed by him, have been opportunities for other guys to be able to get in and get some work. So I've been pleased with the way that those guys have worked, and they're all playing faster as it's going, and so it's really been good to see. Cam Riley, I'm very excited about just what he's shown here in the first 6 days of transition. Defensive backfield, I mean, they got to be a strength for us. I think they definitely will be, but still a lot of things we get to clean up.
With the young skill guys on offense, like you can see the athletic ability, but is there a way to get them on fast track in terms of learning everything? How challenging is that?
Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, it's we try to put guys in positions to showcase what they can do, and then also try to put them in positions to see exactly where they are. Because we don't get to run out there with them on game day, and so it's try to build upon the things they're confident in, try to make sure that we're presenting, teaching, helping them adjust for all the different looks, all the different things. Because it's one thing to know a play name or a concept or a call. It's another thing that 15 different looks you can see and how you need to execute it. So it's just more about getting those reps, and those guys really have to take a lot of ownership of learning whenever it's not their play, and trying to receive as much of that as possible. I think our coaches do a great job when it comes to that and helping guys transition. And we've seen that in the past of just newcomers being able to come in and make an immediate impact. But it's about taking advantage of each day and every rep, and you're seeing those guys grow through it.
1 day in pads, but what did you take from the trenches?
I mean, I think they're big, physical. There's a lot of explosive movers, and they compete. I mean, it's been good to see the back and forth. It's the consistency, the fundamentals that we get to build upon. But you guys have played a lot of football. I know I mentioned, I think it was 2 days ago. I mean, I've really been pleased seeing some of the progression of that defensive tackle group. We know Daryl and Josh. Those guys have. Continuing to get better, but I think Grady Kelly has shown up and done some good things. I think KJ Sampson's had a good camp. Tomoa, I mean, it's seeing those guys that are pushing and trying to establish themselves. I'm excited about that. And then I think the edges are both very impressive, but in place for them.
Daisy and Ventrell both made plays at a high level, particularly this preseason. How do you see those two push each other, play off each other? How much can they set the tone for really the entire defense?
Yeah, I think we've got a couple dynamic guys on corner. Both have played a lot of football. Both are great leaders in what we do, and they bring great mindset to the work. So when you have that position, as a overall strength, it definitely allows everything else defensively to build upon it. But they've been great in the press coverage. The things that we've challenged in some of the different looks. I think they continue to pushing it better, and also like the depth we have behind them.
With the depth, there were some guys that were kind of standing out and pulling back.
Yeah, I talked about it. I think it was yesterday. I think Quintarius, Q's looked really good, throughout. I think he's growing in his confidence. I've been pleased. I think probably one of the most improved players from spring to fall has been Charles Lester. He's really, I think, playing with more confidence. Understanding the call. Kai Bates is one that I'm very excited about as well. Edwin Joseph has showed up. Really as he continues to play with that consistency and confidence in it. But we got a lot of Jabril Rawls has made a ton of plays here in these last few days, and he was a little bit limited coming in to start camp, but he's really jumped in there, and pleased with what I'm seeing from him. So just at that corner spot, I think there's a few guys that can really help us.
What have you made of the quarterbacks, DJ's progression and Rob?
I think they're doing a great job. So very pleased where those guys are in understanding, and I'm gonna throw Luke in there too. I know he's been here a short time, but he still has his freshman mistakes and things he's got to clean up on. But just the confidence they're building. They put in a lot of work. Coach Joe Carson does a great job of helping put them in a good position. But I think DJ's been remarkable. I really love the ownership he has in the offense. He's been very consistent in what he's doing, and obviously the explosiveness that he brings is impressive. I think Brock's, yesterday is probably one of Brock's best days that he's had, and I think you see him. I think made a couple of good throws today. I got to go back and watch all of them to see just overall assessment. But these guys they're definitely growing up, and and what we're asking them to do, and excited about it.
You mentioned Cam Riley. When he talked to us before camp, he said he thought it was a positive that he's been through so many different systems and coordinators. Can you see that? Just that?
You see that in a fast transition. Every year he's had to learn a new different defense, a new language. So, he's very familiar with concepts because you've probably seen a lot of different concepts that he's been asked to do. But he's also being able to take that, and his work ethic is outstanding, and he's learned, he's smart, he's been able to pick it up. Now it's just the finer details of how we ask guys to do things that is going to allow him to continue to play faster. But I think each day you're seeing more and more flashes from him as that confidence is building.
It seems that the offense has made some strides in the first 5 days of practice. Do you think compared to this point last season, though, that the learning curve is greater?
So give me that question. The learning curve for the offense?
Yes.
With their strides that they've made?
I'm saying so they've made some strides this first week, but compared to this point last season, the learning curve is greater than lesser.
Well, I've been really pleased where we are and what guys have done. There's some positions that are very experienced in what we're doing, but I think we're continuing to push to get better. I also think that there's some positions where guys maybe are newer to a situation. So you're seeing the probably bigger strides. Last year guys were pretty confident. We had a couple of newcomers, but most of the guys we had were returning. So I think we're seeing that. Running back room's doing a great job. Kyle Morlock's having an unbelievable camp. You'll see the confidence, and so the guys that have been here and have that experience, I think they're definitely playing like it, and guys are getting better surrounding that.
With MT, he's always been a gifted wide receiver, or having receiving skills, I should say. Has that become better?
Yeah, I think he's one of the special players on this football team, and just because of versatility of skill set, and he really can do it all. It's in the backfield, we're splitting out whether it's blocking, the unselfishness, the protection, whatever it is that he gets asked to do. He's really refined himself to be the complete package, and I love his approach to it and the work that he's put in to become that.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.